Hi kids, welcome to day 9 of the Quarantine Read Aloud Series. Today I'm going to be reading you the Barker Twins' Trouble in the Barker's Class by Tomie DePaola. Sadly, Tomie DePaola just passed away a couple of days ago, so we read this in memory of him. Girls and boys, Miss Shepherd said, I have a surprise for you. A new student is joining our class tomorrow. Her name is Carol Ann. Let's make her feel really welcome. It's always hard to come to a new class after everyone else is here. The class was excited about Carol Ann coming. Can I draw a welcome card for her, Miss Shepherd? Morgie asked. That's a good idea, Morgie. His twin sister, Moffy, said. You are the best artist in our class. Moffy was very proud of Morgie. Do you think she likes building with blocks? Sally asked. Moffy, she and Moffy built the tallest towers in the class. I hope she likes to play ball, Bobby asked. Any game with a ball was Bobby's favorite. I wonder if she knows her colors, numbers, and how to spell her name, Moffy said. I'm going to invite her to my birthday party, Katrina said. I hope she likes dinosaurs, Morgie said. I'm going to bring T-Rex to school tomorrow to show her. The next morning started out fine. Good morning, everyone, Miss Shepherd said. I'd like you all to meet Carol Ann. The children smiled at her, but Carol Ann didn't smile back. She just looked away. I think she's shy, Moffy whispered to Sally. Maybe she's scared, Sarah whispered to Jennifer. She's shorter than I thought, Morgie whispered to Billy. Miss Shepherd gave Carol Ann her books and showed her where to sit next to Morgie. Morgie had made the welcome card for her, but Carol Ann just threw it on the floor. In the middle of the morning, the bell rang for recess. All right, class, Miss Shepherd said. Line up and we'll go outside. Moffy was at the front of the girls' line when she felt someone shove her. It was Carol Ann pushing her way to the head of the line. Hey, Moffy said, you pushed me. So what? Carol Ann said, and she walked to the playground. Gee, Sally said, she's not very nice. Billy and Jose were calling for Morgie to play ball with them. But first, Morgie wanted to show Carol Ann his dinosaur. This is T-Rex, Morgie said. You bring your dolls to school? Carol Ann snickered. What a baby. Morgie just looked at her. He didn't know what to say. After lunch, it was time for independent reading. Everyone got to pick his or her own book. It's such a nice day, class, Miss Shepherd said. Let's take our books outside. On the way out, Carol Ann cut in line again. Hey, Sally said, stop pushing. Yes, the girl said, we don't push at our school. Well, I do, Carol Ann said. Who's going to stop me? And she pulled out Maria's bows. Morgie was sitting under a tree with his special dinosaur book. Carol Ann marched up, grabbed the book, and ran off. Stop, thief! Give me back my book, Morgie asked. Get it yourself, stupid, Carol Ann said, and she threw the book into the bushes. Billy and Bobby helped Morgie find his book. I wish she wasn't in our class, Billy said. Me too, Morgie said. The next day, Carol Ann picked on Morgie again. He had just finished a drawing of Dinosaur Land when Carol Ann reached over and scribbled all over it in red crayon. Hey, Morgie said, why did you do that? Carol Ann just stuck her tongue out at him. At home, Papa asked the twins about school. There's a new girl in our class who's awful. Morgie has to sit next to her, and she keeps picking on him, Moffy said. She threw my dinosaur book in the bushes. Then today, she scribbled all over my drawing, Morgie said. Oh dear, Mama said. Maybe you should speak to Miss Shepherd. We don't want to be tattletales, the twins said, but school sure isn't fun anymore. Well, Mama and Papa said, maybe you and your friends can think of something to help. I help their little adopted brother, Marcos said. Kumijiti, Bunny, chase her away. Gracias, thanks, Marcos, Morgie said, but Moffy and I will figure something out. The next morning, before school, the children got together to talk about Carol Ann. They decided that the best thing to do was to leave her all alone. Let's not ask her to play jump rope with us, Sally said. Let's not ask her to play ball, Billy said. Let's not look at books with her, Sarah and Jennifer said. And I'm not inviting her to my birthday party, Katrina said. When Carol Ann tried to get in the front of the line, Moffy, Sally, and Sarah stood in her way. When Carol Ann called Morgie a name, Billy, Bobby, and Jose all whistled or hummed. We can't hear you, the boys said, and walked away. Finally, Carol Ann was all by herself. Everyone else was playing. Miss Shepherd saw what was happening. Class, she said, why aren't you playing with Carol Ann? You're not being very friendly to our new classmate. But, the children said, she's nasty to us. She shoves, Sally said. She cuts in line, Jose said. She calls us names, Jennifer said. And she scribbles all over Morgie's beautiful drawings, Moffy said. Really, Miss Shepherd said. Carol Ann, is that true? No, Carol Ann said. Yes, it is, the children said. Miss Shepherd went over and sat down next to Carol Ann. Carol Ann, do you want to talk about this? Miss Shepherd asked. No, Carol Ann said. I'll tell you what, everyone. Let's all think about this over the weekend, Miss Shepherd said, and we'll talk on Monday. The next morning, Morgie was out looking for rocks that looked like dinosaur eggs for show and tell. He thought he heard someone crying. He peeked behind the bushes. There was Carol Ann. What's the matter? Morgie asked. I didn't know you lived around here. I do, Carol Ann said, but I went out for a walk and got lost. Well, Morgie said, I'm looking for rocks that look like dinosaur eggs for show and tell on Monday. Do you want to help me? Then you can tell me where you live and I'll help you find your way home. Okay, Carol Ann said. After they had found enough rocks and were walking along, Morgie asked Carol Ann, why are you so nasty at school? Don't you like our class? Carol Ann started talking, and they talked all the way to Carol Ann's house. On Monday, it was Morgie's turn for show and tell. Carol Ann and I found all these rocks that look like dinosaur eggs. We painted them, and we have one for each of you, and one for you too, Miss Shepherd. The children were surprised. How come Morgie and Carol Ann were friends? Carol Ann wants to tell you something, Morgie said. I'm sorry I was so nasty, Carol Ann said. This is my second new school this year. I was the last one here, and I was afraid no one would like me. I thought I had to push and shove and cut in line so I wouldn't be last. I called you names before. You could call me names. I was mad at Morgie because everyone likes him and they don't like me. Carol Ann took a big breath. I'm very sorry, she said. I just want to be friends. She's my friend, Morgie said. She's mine too, Moffy said. Mine too, Billy and Sally said. Ours too, the class shouted. I'm very proud of all of you, Miss Shepherd said. Great, Moffy and Morgie said. School is fun again. What a great little lesson in how you can't really judge a person by their first actions. So maybe take this as a lesson. Somebody that you may have had some confrontations with or some ill feelings towards in the past, give them a second chance. We all have room to change and grow. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.